Personally, I believe that unless you're a mouse reviewer or mouse collector like Minute or myself, there isn't a reason to get more than one mouse, and just having a single endgame mouse is more than enough. For most people in the Minecraft community, the first mouse they seem to think of when you say the words endgame mouse seems to be the Model O family, inclusive of the Model D and the O-. But what if I told you that this mouse is very overhyped and outdated? Before the video starts, I just want to say that I'm in no way slandering Glorious or their products, nor am I hating on anyone who owns and loves the Model O family. I just want to widen the perspective the community has on gaming mice and to help everyone make an informed decision when spending their money on mice. When the Model O first came out more than 2.5 years ago, I have to admit that it was definitely a very good deal and actually could be considered the best Minecraft mouse. However, the community seems to be stuck in 2019 because in 2021, there are so many better mice that have the same features that made the Model O popular in the first place. I'm not going to talk about what the mouse can do because you've definitely heard it many times over from many different YouTubers. Instead, I'll be talking about what you don't really hear people say as often. The mouse feet, cable, shape, clicking post travel, build quality and quality control are all really bad. I won't go into details since I've already covered it in my Hien review, so you can go check that out if you don't know what I'm talking about. Now this is where my earlier statement of I believe you only need one mouse can get used against me. Most people who disagree with me pointing out the flaws in the mouse tend to be people who only own the Model O, or have only used mice worse than the Model O, typically the Naga or some other old Razer or brandless mouse. To quote Minute, another YouTuber who has 40k subscribers who does tech reviews,
I mean, I used to really love like the Glorious family, but the more and more mice I tried, I'm starting to like them less and less.
On top of this, other well-known players like Speckler Potato, Tryhard, Fanos, Rizuri, and Collier among many others use the mouse for less than a month before going back to their old mouse, getting a new one, or modding it in some way. Even Advisor, who's known for CPS abusing in PvP, holds the G203 above the Model O. A lot of my viewers who have or currently do own the Model O seem to also share my sentiments. Now that I've torn down the illusion of the Model O being this god tier mouse that will solve world hunger, I'll be listing off a couple mice that I believe are fantastic alternatives to the mouse. There are two lists that I've created. The conditions for the mouse making the first list is that it A, has a similar price to the Model O and O wireless, B, is able to butterfly and drag click at least 20 CPS consistently, and C, obviously has to be accessible. Alternatives to the Model O include the Cooler Master M710 and M711, Cooler Master M731, HyperX Pulse Fire Haste, G-Wolf's HEM, Logitech G203, Logitech G305, Rocket Cone Pro, Rocket Cone Pure Ultra, Rocket Cane 100 and 120, and finally the Bloody A Bitless. The following list are mice that meet the condition of being able to butterfly and drag click at least 20 CPS, but are either over the price range of the Model O or are very hard to get. This list includes the Final Mouse Starlight 12, Final Mouse R58, Final Mouse Ultralight Phantom, G-Wolf's HDS, G-Wolf's HDS Wireless, G-Wolf's HDM Wireless, Rocket Cone Pro Air, and finally, if you don't mind running from the cops for the rest of your life, you can break into Helix's house and steal one of his modded mice. Of course, these aren't all of the alternative mice out there, and I would highly encourage you to do your own research as well. Just stay away from HK Gaming, they suck. Now I want to end off my video by saying that at the end of the day, the one who decides who's going to spend your money is you. You get to choose how to spend the $50 to $70, and you get to choose what you think it's worth. I'm just here to give my take and personal experience from owning and using a lot of mice and from being a competitive player. By the way, don't feel bad if you currently use the Model O or if you think it's a good mouse, because if you feel that it's comfortable in your hands, I think that's money well spent. Now, one of the reasons why I'm making this video is because the Model D Wireless is coming out soon, and they've apparently made a huge number of changes and improvements to the mouse, which I'm really looking forward to try out and review. I actually do want to thank Glorious for being really in touch with all of us and providing exceptional customer service and support. Aside from that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and do leave any questions or feedback you might have for me in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.